Hi y'all, it's Monique with Texas Gal Studio coming to you with a quick little DIY. So I wanted to bring this video to you and to all the beginners just coming into YouTube, starting to create cards and looking for somewhere, I guess whoever's looking for a video as to how to create a simple basic card. I've seen a lot of videos where there's so much layering and so much, which looks beautiful, detail and embellishments, but I think as a beginner, I could remember myself being very overwhelmed, spending a lot of money on a ton of supplies, and I wanted to just come back to basic and show you a simple single layer, one stamp, one sticker type of card that still looks pretty enough to send out, and just really bringing it back to the basics. This is just pretty much a base where to begin, and then you can continue on your journey to layering. So I'm gonna bring other videos obviously that are gonna add upon this one, but so this one, what I'm doing is I'm bringing a simple 12 by 12 sheet of paper, which you could find them single at Michael's, or you can buy a paper pad, which I used a hot buy, which means it cost me around $5 to $6, and there's usually 24 sheets in there. And I cut that paper twice, so it's a 12 by 12, so I ended up measuring that I can cut obviously at a 4 and at an 8, giving me 3 long strips. Now again, this is not a traditional like A4 or 5 by 7 or 4 by 6 type of card. It's just something that I wanted to create to see how many cards I can get at a nice reasonable size. So out of a 12 by 12, I got obviously 3 cards, and again, all I did was I folded in half the opposite way, and then I creased it really nicely with the ruler or anything flat. You can use a popsicle stick. Then I brought it back to its pattern side, and I'm using a Stampin' Up! Thank You stamp, but of course Michael's has a dollar spot. Dollar Tree carries stamps that have thank you, so you could find inexpensive stamps at either Michael's or Dollar Tree. Get a nice ink. Maybe the inks will cost you a little bit more, about $6.99, $7.99, but it goes a long way, especially if you have a nice, I'm using archival ink. That is a really, really nice, clean, crisp ink to use, especially when you're doing sentiments like thank yous and happy birthdays and stuff like that. So a black one would be a nice one to start your collection, and a nice thank you stamp. Then of course what you can do is go to the Dollar Tree, find some embellishments, some stickers, and add them to the front of your page, and that is just a simple thank you card. I need a lot of thank you cards because I have an Etsy shop and I do a lot of de-stash boxes. So I just thought having these readily available would be perfect for me, especially since they're flat and I could store them in a nice little acrylic box that I have. So I wanted more of a single layer, simple, and enough space for me to write my message in the inside. Of course, if I want to add an envelope, again, you can go to the Dollar Tree and find tons of long envelopes. I think there's like maybe 20 to 25 envelopes for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Or if you want something more fancier, you can also get them from Michael's. But again, just coming back to the basics and trying to show you how to create a simple thank you card. Doesn't have to be too fancy, especially if you're just starting with crafting. So yeah, I'll come back with another video showing you how you can just layer another paper on top of this paper to give another effect. So I'm showing you here my green cards that I created as well. So depending on the pattern, whether it's neutral or bright colored, I think you can do a lot with that. Save your busy paper for your layers, and like I said, I'll bring you a video on layering on top of a card like this. So stay tuned. I hope you guys like this video. Again, just bringing it back to basics. I really I really hadn't seen anything so basic like this. It's been a while. You see a lot of videos that have tons of stuff on them, which are beautiful and fun to create, but for a beginner crafter, I think that's gonna feel a little overwhelmed, and you are probably gonna not want to get into that craft. And it's fun. Creating cards is fun. It's therapeutic, and I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to leave you to that before this video gets too long. Thank you all so much for joining me. Stay tuned for my next videos. Be safe, stay strong. Bye.